Aderco. Smart solutions. Building on 4 decades of experience, Aderco has been actively involved in producing the latest generation of fuel treatments for the marine and inland industries. Aderco technology is at the heart of this innovation. The Aderco molecule comprises of a polar atomic nucleus connected to 2 non-polar hydrophobic aliphatic chains. It uses these polarities to act purely in a physical surfactant action, breaking down asphaltene agglomerations and facilitating water separation, simultaneously preventing incompatibility and stratification. With the introduction of the International Maritime Organization's sulfur regulations on the 1st of January 2020, the global impact on vessels and their respective fuel quality availabilities ensues. This video will concentrate on the fuel-related challenges and solutions regarding stability, incompatibility, water and cat fines, and bacteria and biodiesel, FAME. Asphaltenes are molecular substances found in both crude and fuel oil. Consisting primarily of carbon and hydrogen, they are encased within a protective layer of resins called maltene, which reduces their overall molecular polarity. Commingling, the process of mixing a very aromatic fuel with a paraffinic one, can, without due care, lead to incompatibility, resulting in the dissolving of this maltene resin coating. A stable fuel is a fuel where undamaged asphaltenes remain in suspension within the fuel matrix. Instability occurs, however, when the asphaltenes become damaged during the refining process, mainly by vis-breaking and fluid catalytic cracking. Any breakdown in the maltene resin coating results in a molecular polarity increase, with asphaltenes binding to water molecules in the fuel, and subsequently together. Now no longer kept in suspension within the fuel matrix, the agglomerated asphaltenes eventually form sludge at the bottom of the tanks. At a molecular level, Aderco technology uses its polarity to surround the damaged asphaltenes suspended in the fuel. It restores and protects the maltene resin coating surrounding it, simultaneously neutralizing the polarity and keeping the asphaltenes dispersed within the fuel, preventing sludge formation. Catalytic fines, known widely as cat fines, are abrasive aluminium and silicon oxide particles, or fines. They are used as catalysts in the fluid catalytic cracking process and can be found in residual fuel oil. Concentrations of cat fines entering heavy fuel oil, HFO, vary depending both on the quantity of slurry oils used in the blending process and quantity of cat fines already present in these slurry oils. This accounts for the wide levels of fluctuations of cat fines in heavy fuel oil and in very low sulfur fuel oil, VLSFO. Cat fines are hydrophilic, meaning they are attracted to water molecules and tend to stick to them. The combination of water and cat fines can be difficult to extract from the fuel at the separator levels. Smaller combinations of particles will emulsify and also weakens purification performance. Furthermore, in rough weather, there is the danger of fuel entering purifiers that exceed the maximum capacity of cat fines that the purifiers are able to handle. The hydrophilic nature of cat fines, however, also offers a solution to reduce the risk of damage to engines. By using a surfactant fuel-based treatment solution that facilitates water separation, it will ensure that a sufficient portion of the cat fines will be captured by water molecules in the fuel tanks that can, in turn, then be drained off along with the water. Aderco technology causes the 2 molecules to repel each other, reducing the surface tension between them, allowing them to be expelled at the centrifuge stage. By regularly and carefully draining the settling tanks, around 50% of the cat fines contained in the fuel will be ejected, helping to better protect the lifespan of machinery and associated equipment. Microbiological contamination in fuel are most typically made up of bacteria, fungi, mold, and yeasts. Fuel is their primary source of food, followed by water, and they are usually transmitted via airborne or contaminated water entering the tank during bunkering. Bacterial colonies are measured in colony-forming units, or CFUs, a unit used to estimate the number of viable bacterial or fungal cells in a given sample over time. These indicators can provide key information as to the level of contamination present in the tanks. The higher the number, the larger the contaminant. The presence of water encourages microbial growth, which produce natural byproducts such as FAME, or fatty acid methyl ester, organic acids which can cause complications with fuel stability and tank corrosion. The ambient temperatures for ideal bacterial growth conditions ranges between 10 to 40 degrees Celsius or 50 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. These microorganisms will either grow on the tank walls or at the oil-water interface, depending on the microbe's need for oxygen. Left undetected and untreated, these microbiological contaminants will quickly form a large layer of sludge, which can lead to blocking of filters on fuel feed lines. By introducing Aderco technology into the fuel, a thin polarized layer surrounds the storage tank walls and fuel, separating any bacteria present from the fuel-air interface and the fuel-water interface, all the while retaining unchanged pH levels. The bacteria become trapped in suspension, their growth being neutralized by starving them of oxygen and their primary sources of food, fuel and water. In summary, Aderco technology acts purely in a physical surfactant action, breaking down asphaltene agglomerations and facilitating water separation, simultaneously preventing incompatibility and stratification. Surrounds damaged asphaltene molecules, repairing the broken maltene layer and neutralizing its polarity. Produces a thin polarized layer, surrounding the storage tank walls and fuel, separating it from the fuel-air interface and the fuel-water interface. Permanently prevents all separated elements from reintegrating with the fuel. Reduces water and cat fines in the fuel by causing two molecules to repel each other, breaking down the surface tension between them, allowing them to be expelled at the centrifuge stage. And traps bacteria in suspension, starving them of food and preventing them from multiplying. Aderco 2055G presents you with a simple fuel treatment solution to the challenges highlighted, using Aderco technology that can be individually tailored to each of your vessels. For more information on how Aderco technology can help your business, visit aderco.com or contact your nearest representative today. Aderco. Smart solutions.